Ta-da! It is meal time. It is time to get fat. So I'm gonna get all this stuff out the way because remember this, I have to do this all day long. Okay, I found a website called myfitnesspal.com and this is calories in an extra large Domino's pizza 16-inch. That's what I had. And the total calories is 3,040. Hi little sloths, welcome to my mukbang. I am gonna eat this entire extra large. I thought this was large. It's actually an extra large cheesy pepperoni pizza. Now they put the pepperoni under the cheese, which is a little strange, but that's what they did. This is actually part of my 10K challenge with eating 10,000 calories in one day. So if you want to see the whole video, click the link in the description box and check that out. Yeah, let's hope I do this. But anyways, this is also a regular mukbang, so I'm so happy that you're here and that we can be eating together. So let's begin. I am so hungry. Oh my gosh, I just have to have a bite. I am starving, literally starving. Oh, it's kind of like, oh, there we go. Mmm, delicious. I wonder how long this will take me. By the way, this is my breakfast. Mmm. The cheese is so good. And I love the flavor of pepperoni. Can you guys see me okay? Look at this. Mmm. Now, it's not super cheesy. That's okay. I love the little spices they put on this. Spices, a little oregano flakes, basil, maybe dehydrated basil powder. It's salty. One down. Here we go. Oh, yeah. Yes. Who doesn't love to eat good food? Now, to do the 10,000 calorie challenge correctly, you know what? It kind of reminds me a little bit of the pizza from high school. I mean, you're probably thinking, oh my gosh, it's terrible. No. The pizza from high school was very nice. And oftentimes, the cheese wasn't super gooey, like fresh out of the oven. It was like a little hard on top. It was nicely toasted, you know, like that color. So you could, if you want, which I did a lot of time, I would peel the cheese off and eat the whole cheese like a cheese ball. And then dip the crust and the rest of the pizza, the wheat, you know, into like ranch dressing or mayonnaise. Oh my god, I love mayonnaise. My favorite snack in high school was French fries dipped into mayonnaise. Mayonnaise and French fries. Am I the only one? Comment down below and let me know if I'm the only one. I might be. Okay. So I made a snap on Snapchat saying, hey guys, you can ask me questions while I eat this whole pizza. I'll show my purple fire. Oh.
Click. Not a question, just a comment. I love you in Orland so much, and even though I'm old enough to be your mom, I could just squeeze your cheeks.
Oh. I forget what her first snap was because it kind of I kind of pressed it by accident, so I'm gonna play it again.
So clearly, I'm an older lady, but I do watch your videos and I enjoy them, and I think you have a good heart and spirit.
Oh, thank you.
Not a question, just a comment.
Thanks so much. This comes from Mimo, 1970. That's when my mom was born, I think. So she isn't old enough to be my mom. Thank you. I really appreciate it. This shirt is gonna pop open by the time I'm done with this.
So, I was just wondering if you guys plan on coming to the US in the summer so you guys can come to the beaches.
Maybe. You know, my boyfriend and I used to live in Florida for a long time. Well, not a long time, but years. What is this? Salt? Something. No. And it's so funny because when we lived in Florida, everyone thinks of the beach, and all my friends and my family would be like, oh, you must go to the beach all the time. It's like, no, we never did. You know, the things around you, you just like take for granted. Okay.
Ugh, I have the flu. Oh well.
Aw.
Question for you. What is your favorite portable food? Like sandwiches, wraps, I don't know what.
Well, you know, this has changed over the years as my diets have changed over the years. For a long time it was rice. That's for a while it was avocado. I used to travel with avocados all the time because they would keep me full. But they're very mushy, you know. I was determined, you know. I want to eat healthy avocados. I will eat healthy avocados. Then I went through a little phase where I loved Cliff Bars. Now Cliff Bars really like they gross me out. Even though they're good, it's like I remember coming back from Thailand to London and from London to the United States. It was like 12 hours on the plane. I ate 4 or 5 Cliff Bars, thinking I could make a great meal out of it. They're nice because they're portable. They don't rot, they don't go bad. I mean, I think they do expire, but they have some preservatives probably. But I felt so sick from eating 5 Cliff Bars. I felt disgusting. Nowadays, well, you know, nowadays I don't know. Because I've changed my diet up a little bit. And now I can eat a meal and like go so long without feeling like ravenous for food, which has been such a blessing in my life. It's really helped with everything. I'm thinking travel. She asked why I travel. I literally just traveled to Los Angeles. And they fed me on the plane. And yeah. I like a ham and cheese melt sandwich kind of thing. Does the crust count in the total calories? I don't know. Who knows? I'm gonna eat so much food, it's gonna be fun. For the 10,000 calorie challenge. I hope you guys check it out. You guys want like when I'm really clean. And so do I. I mean, look at my background. It's very clean. Actually, I am wondering if I should put some stuff in the background. I love this like clean look, this modern look, whatever. But I want to know if I should have stuff in the background. Comment down below and let me know. Stuff or no stuff? Just write stuff. The word stuff, and I'll know what you mean. Let's do another one. This pizza is great. It's making me think of the bowling alley. I don't know why. My phone is so slow. Am I thinking of getting another pet? You'll see. Oh. See what I mean? It just like peels off like this. Fine by me. Fine by me. Here we go.
Hey cutie, what was your biggest fear publicly breaking your veganism and documenting it, and how did you cope with that?
I'm sorry for laughing, but I'm still coping with it. Hello. I ended this like a month ago, and I'm still like getting terrorized and everything for it. My biggest fear was obviously what people's thoughts were, because, you know, a lot of people that followed me were vegan too, and it's not just a diet, it's also a lifestyle and your beliefs. So if those change, which is natural, people change all the time. Oh, it's like, oh shoot, well, now they're all gonna hate me, and they all do. Not all, but probably most. And it's very hard, but what am I supposed to do? Lie to please the strangers? I don't know. Lie because even though I don't feel good, or I'm feeling deficient, or I'm just not happy, I'm gonna put a cow's life before mine. And I decided, I think once you get to a point where you do something for so many years and you just don't feel good anymore, or if your health really goes way down, your survival instinct kicks up. That's when what's natural actually starts to feel real for you. You know, do you think a sheep really cares about the well-being of a lion? Does a giraffe care if the humans are happy? All species are in for themselves. That's just how it works. And sure, we have the ability to reason and think, you know, as humans, but we're not robots. We're still animals too. And we still have natural instincts. We cannot change our design. And, you know, sometimes you'll go in arguments with people and it won't change a thing. Am I really going to change a vegan's perspective by arguing with them, saying, well, this is what I think? No. Do they think by leaving thousands and thousands of hate comments, calling me a murderer, is going to change me? Absolutely not. It's just wasted energy. So this is why I'm just kind of like, well, it was very hard at first. Now I'm just kind of like, I have to do what makes me happy. I have felt so alive and so much better, especially mentally. And for years I've suffered with hypoglycemia problems, and they're finally gone. You know, I think just excess carbs and excess trying to get something out of nothing, you know? I don't know. I just have to be myself and share my point of view and leave it at that. People are going to hate me and say, oh, well, you're only making videos about not being vegan anymore for money. You're only doing it for views. But the same people who are saying this want 99.99999% of the rest of the world to watch their videos so that they're converted to be like them. It's a double standard. It's not a two-way street in their eyes. And obviously non-vegans have the same kind of thought process too, but I'm just saying, I'm only addressing those who have been, you know, you're asking like, how do I deal with, or how do I cope with it? Well, you know, I have to understand they're not going to change. I'm not going to, like, this is a waste of time to be, like, harassing me. There are plenty of vegans who stop being vegan. Their turnover rate is, like, extremely high. Extremely high. And you have to remember, we're all still human, okay? How many vegans are there in the United States? They say less than half of the 1% of the percent of vegetarians. A couple 100,000 people that are claiming to be, you don't know for sure. Oh my gosh, it shut off. That is 0.04% of the United States. But the United States is only 3% of the whole world. So if you put in China and India, there's a lot of vegetarians in India, but being 100% vegan is very different. But in all of Latin America, South America, Africa, hello. You move that decimal probably 4 or 5 spots, because remember, there are nearly 8 billion people. So there's probably 0.00004% of vegans. It's not a thing. There are people doing it, of course, or people promoting it, but it's nowhere near mainstream, nowhere. Sure, there might be 2 new vegan restaurants that pop up in Los Angeles, but we're talking out of tens of thousands in total. Like, I mean, it's just like, and you don't have to be vegan to enjoy vegan food, you know? So, I don't know. I got an email from a lady who was a former president of a major animal rights organization, and she told me not to share her name. And I talked about this on Snapchat the other day. She was there for like 20 years. 20 years. And she stepped down and quit. She saw my video. I mean, I think it was a few years ago when she stopped. And she saw my videos, and she sent me this big email basically saying, I went down, she said her quotes were like a dark spiraling depression and terrible health. And she said, like, I used to believe that what I was doing was perfect, that would solve all the problems. And it's like, it's not the case. And it was like hard for her, you know? And I got another email from a woman who works for a Whole Foods vegan company in California. And she saw my video and said, look, I work for a company, but I'll tell you the conversations we have in the office is very different than the types of messages we're sending out to the real world. She's like, the science does not say we should all be vegan. She says, the science says we should eat more plants and less animals, but it doesn't say 100% anywhere. And she says they have a board of doctors and nutritionalists for this vegan company. I felt like, whoa, did something happen? You know when your ears pop? It's like, whoa, but it felt like this huge pressure, and I felt like the earth just went through a black hole, and I don't know, I'm in a different space. Okay, I don't know what this means. She says, it's a shame that their truth is not mainstream, because the message would leave the echo chamber and like reach more people in the real world. Instead of being this militant religion that not all, but many defend it in such way, you know? Like you would defend God or Jesus or Muhammad or whatever you believe in. It's that same sort of energy. I think I'm going to read her email in like a follow-up video, but she also told me not to say her name because she values her career and doesn't want to be embarrassed. So it's like, look at this. I am 2/3 of the way done. I'm just rambling about changing my diet now, but I don't know. It's obviously very relevant to my life and my feelings. Here's one. Oh.
Hey, can you spill some tea? What happened to you and are you still friendly and
Okay, I'm not gonna share that. You know, I'm gonna pick and choose which ones I want to talk about. I don't want to talk about specific people. I don't want to put anyone down. Besides myself, I'll put myself down. Hey there, are you afraid of gaining weight from eating more animal product? Oh, from this pizza. Not really. No, oops. No. Because here's the thing, I feel more I feel like my body like is really working a lot better now. No. Okay. Oh, that was so cute, the little birdie. Everyone's talking about my diet change. They asked like who influenced me or Orland. It was kind of both of us. He kind of initiated a little bit because I've been struggling for years, especially when I went to like a whole foods diet. I was going to the gym, I had a coach, and I had 2 trainers, and I was eating better and eating beans and lentils and lots of chickpeas, and I started taking supplements, and I started working with this nutritionist. Like, I was so like, I'm gonna do this, I am so happy, and like, but the truth was it was a struggle. And Orland, like I said, he initiated because he's the one that cooked 90% of the time for me. He made the beans, because I'm not really a good cook, you guys know. He made the lentils, he made the soups, he made me salads, he gave me rice and pasta and potatoes and all this stuff. When we moved to South America, it just got worse. And it's like, how many years do you do something where you feel like crap? I built literally like no muscle. And it's so frustrating because I tried so hard. Now, when I first started working out at the gym, I hadn't changed my diet completely yet. My trainer was very supportive, like anything I did. Very wonderful person. But 1 year later, and my arms are the same, my legs are the same. Now, I feel like there's some photos where I look like more shaped, but a lot of it was puff. It's water weight. After you work out, you swell because you literally damage your tissues and you tear them up. So there's a lot of healing that has to be done, and water is there for the healing. So I looked like I gained muscle, but a lot of it was puff and water weight. That's normal for anyone, no matter what you're eating. You look puffy right after working out. And that's when I would take those photos. Ooh, look at me, I'm building muscle. I mean, I improved my strength, how much I could lift. I could do my first pull-up. But that was like the extent of it. You know, I could squat a little more weights, but like for 1 year's time, it was still not very good. So he initiated. He was like, look, this is not working for you. Look, you feel like crap. And then it like affects our relationship. You know, if you're not feeling right and you live with someone, if I'm depressed, you're going to be depressed. You know that saying, misery loves company. It's terrible, but it's very natural. It's like a natural thing for us to do. Your best friend's upset. She's going to make sure everyone else is upset too. It's like so it's not like I deliberately tried to make them upset, but my mood was so different than it is now. For so long. Yeah. And he was very supportive. He said, Nick, I am not your partner because of a diet. I am not in love with you to please the vegan gods. Remember? 0.00004 or something, you know? Estimation. It's an estimation. It could be 0.00 or 0.00 or we're talking about half of a percent of even more or less. You know, it's just like, that's not why I love you. So I'm very grateful to have a partner that was supportive. Which is also what this person asked. Is he supportive? Yeah. That defines someone that loves you. Unconditional love. If he were to be like, oh, well, you you're not being like the people I look up to in this area of life, then well, I'm leaving you. That would be conditional love. When you get married, what do they say? I will be by your side in sickness and in death, in sickness and in health, unconditionally. You have a child that acts up in school, has behavior problems. Do you kick him out of the house because he doesn't behave or you don't like that part about him? No! You love him as a parent because that's what love is. Even if you disagree. There's this famous couple, I forget their names. How famous are they if I forget their names? Politicians in the United States. And one of them is a Republican, the other one is a Democrat. And everyone's like, how can you be together? How can you be in love? How can you support each other? You've been together for like 2 decades. What are their names? They don't share the same views. But that's not the way the world works. We're not all ever going to have the same views. Ever. Even people that are alike disagree. I'm gay, you're probably gay. Maybe you're watching this. Do we agree on all the same things? No, we don't. You're Catholic, I'm Catholic. Do we agree on the same things? No, we don't. I'm vegan, you're vegan. Do we go? No, we certainly do not. Look at the infighting that you see on YouTube. So, look at me, rambling about the diet again. I'm not really rambling, I'm just sharing my thoughts, you know? I'm so sorry, that was a very bad bite. I was like, where's my napkin?
Hey Nick, first of all, I just want to say that I'm very happy that you're feeling so much better. And what has been your favorite non-vegan food so far? Okay, I'm wondering if you enjoy reading, and if you do, what is your favorite book or book series or author?
Oh.
Okay, one more, I think. So I'm kind of new to your channel, and I know you're not vegan anymore, but is your boyfriend vegan, or was he ever?
Okay, my favorite food. Well, you know, honestly, I was vegetarian for like many years before I went vegan. And so cheese was always very easy for me. Yum, yum, yum. But I went a very long time without meat. And surprisingly, what's actually made me feel very healthy, like feel very good, not feel sluggish, have lots of energy, feel sharp in the mind, not feel ravenous, has been meat, not dairy. Now, obviously I'm eating dairy now, but I think what really helped me was the meat. I think even some vegan doctors say dairy is way worse than meat. If you, like everything in life is a spectrum. You can't say that is all bad. There's obviously benefits in the good as well. And there's also cons in the good. Like there's no such thing as anything perfect. So if you had to line them up, I think like health-wise, dairy might be a little worse, especially if you eat a lot of it, which is what I did at one point in my life. But anything in excess is really bad for you. I used to drink like 4 liters of water a day, even when I wasn't exercising. Do you know how that dangerous that is for electrolytes? I had no idea. I just did it because I thought I had to. I still drink a lot of water, but I make sure there's a balance. You can't do that without balancing it out with some kind of activity or a type of food that requires more water. So, my favorite food has actually been the meat. Those cheeseburgers, I mean, really the fish has really, and even the turkey on the airplane that I had recently. If you look at the Japanese, their diets are very veggies, rice, a little fruit, and like a daily serving of meat, whether it's seafood, beef, lots of seafood though. But the dairy is very low in that culture. So like obviously I'm not saying that Japanese have perfect health or anything. I'm just saying that it's one way to do it. I don't know. I have been really happy with eating meat more so than the dairy. And that's what I have noticed feeling my best. I had to turn the camera battery back up. Here we go.
Hi! So, my question is, have you ever been to the UK and where did you go? And if not, where would you like to go?
Hello, I love your accent. I went to London last summer. Was it last summer? Yeah, last summer for the first time in my life. I had a very good time for the most part. And I went to Primrose Hill. I went to the Tube. Went all these different places on the Tube. I didn't do like normal touristy stuff though. I didn't go to the Wheel. I didn't go see the Queen. I didn't go to the Parliament Palace. I didn't walk on the bridge. I didn't even go in a double-deck bus. So I missed out on a lot. I mean, I had a lot of fun there and a lot of my own reasons. Like, you know, instead of doing the touristy stuff, I did a meetup. Instead of going here, I hung out with a friend, you know? So it's not like I'm saying, oh, I should have done that. No, what I was there for at that time was like really good. But yeah, I would love to go back to do that. But you said UK, so obviously UK is other parts of England. I want to go. Is Ireland part of the UK? Because I really want to go to Ireland. I want to go to an abandoned cottage on the side of a cliff. Imagine that. Imagine. Up on the side of a cliff. Greenery. You see the ocean. It's crisp and chilly. You're wearing a nice wool sweater, or maybe don't wear wool. You're just feeling cozy. You see sheep running around the cliff, the countryside, like very abandoned. I want to go there with Wi-Fi. Oh my gosh, I'm down to 2 pieces. 2,500 calories, done. Oh, I forgot to look up the exact amount. It's really hard to find on the website. It doesn't tell me. And I type in Domino's pepperoni pizza, and it says 2,500 something calories on Google. But it doesn't tell me, is that a large? This is an extra large. Is that deep crust, pan pizza, pan or flat? Like, what's the crust type? I don't know. I'm very full though. This is going to be a hard challenge. There's many more hours in the day. I'm sure I'll get hungry again. Maybe an extra large is 3,000 calories. Well then, look, I'm done 1/3 of my day. I'm sorry, it really chops my head off. By the way, the website says this serves 5 to 8 people. Yes. You know, I was just talking about like, oh, I feel healthier eating more animal products. This isn't this is different. I'm doing a challenge. Don't do this every day. I've never done this in my life. You know, I'm also at the same time, not only did I change my diet to feel better, which initially I did for like the first 2 weeks at least. By the time I went to Los Angeles, I was just like, okay, it's time to have fun. It's time to try things I've never even had in my life. It's time to indulge and just do it while I'm young, and you know, that's really the only reason. Like, I just enjoy just to have some fun. But that doesn't take away from the fact that like I am feeling a lot better in general. I swear there has to be something in animal proteins that makes us human. I really feel like we haven't found it out yet. Like I talked about in one of my videos, K2 was discovered recently. A lot of vitamins were discovered. I mean, 50 years ago, no one was talking about vitamin B12. It wasn't even a thing. Like, things are still coming up. And like I said, 0.00004. There's no need to really be like, oh, it's vegan. Like, you know, I think it's going to take a few more decades for there to be maybe at least 1% of the population. 1.5. I don't know. I think it's going to be mostly developing worlds that do more of it than like most of the world. Africa is not going to. Orlin went there twice. He worked in cities, he worked out in the fields, he did field work. It's just like not realistic, unfortunately, with the whole system. Yeah. Delicious. I'm feeling like so happy and positive right now. Seriously, you guys, I feel so good. Mm. Mm. Mhm. Mhm. So these crusts, I don't know if they include in the calories. I'm very full, so I'm not gonna eat them. Let's shave these down just a little bit more, like 5 bites. Here we go. 1. Or maybe 2 big bites, not 5 bites. Wow, how many of you are thirsty for me? I'm thirsty now. I'm gonna go get some water. Oh, well, if I had soda, I would have been able to get more calories. Wouldn't I have? No. One extra large pizza. Extra 1X. 1X extra large. I feel very happy, very full. And thanks for you guys for sending me snaps. Thanks for spending time with me and watching this video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe, you know you want to. And leave a comment if you want. I just appreciate you being here. Really, that's all I'm really trying to say. I'm like, what am I trying to say? That's what I'm trying to say. Thank you so much for your time. I will see you tomorrow, the exact same time, 12 p.m. Los Angeles time. And have a great day, everyone. Bye. Wish me luck with this 10K challenge. I'm like, just starting.